Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be taking a look back at Funko's Curse of Dreadbear wave because, as you can tell, it's October. Well, not at the time I'm recording this, it's still like the end of September, but by the time this is posted, it's October, and October for me recently has just been really special. I really like October. It's probably or Halloween, it's probably my favorite holiday. Um, yeah, I know, even better than Christmas. That might be kind of hard for some of y'all to believe. But yeah, so this entire month, I'm going to try and do some Halloween type videos. And we're starting off with looking back at the Curse of Dreadbear merch. I will look at the plush, but that'll probably be my next video. So yeah, let's just start off with Captain Foxy, I guess. Oh, and actually, before I start off with Captain Foxy, just some like brief little history facts on these guys. They released back in 2021, and obviously for like $12.99, with only one exclusive, which is actually Captain Foxy being a Walmart exclusive. And yeah, I guess that's kind of it. So Captain Foxy, a very simple but really cool design in my eyes. I've loved this figure since it dropped, and I still to this day think it's really cool. Um, there is kind of sadly like a small paint error on his nose, which does make him look a little cheap and a little stupid looking, but that's okay. And I just realized on his eye patch as well. I've never realized that after having him for 4 years. But yeah, that's also another thing I wanted to mention. After 4 years, none of these guys have really gotten cracks on their joints or their joints have been loose. Besides Glitch Trap, which his head does kind of swivel a little when I move him. But, I mean, it's a 4-year-old figure and they're only like 13 bucks, so can't complain. But yeah, Captain Foxy. No, his name isn't Pirate Foxy. I've seen a lot of people calling him that. They always forget his name. I don't know how. I guess, I mean, he is kind of a smaller character, but he was pretty cool to me. Yeah, a design very simple, which they thankfully didn't mess up, because Funko, I mean, you guys know they like to mess up a lot. He's got his iconic, like, blue, tealish pirate coat on with, like, the little buckle across his chest, and his pirate hat, and the feather. And I actually never even realized that the pirate hat actually has like a little foxy with some sword symbols. Um, yeah, Walmart exclusive. Captain Foxy, really cool figure. I guess just on the Glitch Trap. So Glitch Trap is actually a very special figure from this wave because, if I'm correct, at the time, not only was this Funko's first ever piece of Glitch Trap merch after years of people begging for him to get merch, I think this is also just one of the first ever Glitch Trap merch from any company. So it was really cool to finally get some merch of this character because a lot of people love him. Still to this day, people really like Glitch Trap. And also to really just nail his model is really cool. I think he looks honestly like perfect, besides the fact that his joints are still like the gray color, along like just the same as every other figure Funko's ever made, which does kind of make him look a little worse. They should have made it like yellow, the same as the rest of his suit, put some dirt washing on there. And also, the stars on his vest should have been like white. I'm pretty sure they are actually red in game, but they're really hard to see on this unless you get like really close up to him. And speaking of like the dirt washing, that is actually something they did really good on this figure. And yeah, just his model overall, his mold is super cool. They even included his tail and the stitching on his back. So yeah, really cool figure. Yeah, that's a Glitch Trap. Then we have Grim Foxy, which is also another really cool figure, which I guess that's probably something I should have mentioned in the like brief history section of this video. But along with the rest of like Funko's most recent waves before they lost the license, people either loved them or hated them. And I'm one of the people who loved this wave. This is easily one of my favorite Funko waves, just in total, the plush included, are just really, really cool. I know a lot of people hated these, but yeah, I really just like these guys a lot. But yeah, Grim Foxy, a really unique figure to get. I honestly really never thought they would have made this guy back when um, this was announced, because he's kind of just like a random character. I mean, he is like the main thing uh, in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, but yeah, I think he looks really cool. And I guess I'll mention that for Jacobani as well right now. A lot of people really hated these two figures because of the fact that they use the translucent plastic. And I will admit, it does look a little bit worse on Grim Foxy here. On Jacobani, I don't think it looks that bad. But yeah, Grim Foxy, the translucent on him for some reason looks a little worse. But I don't know. I still think he looks really cool. He's got his endo feet, his big like sickle hook, and that does look like you would be able to bend it, which would have been cool, but it's not. I don't know why they didn't just add a hinge there. It looks like they did, but they really didn't. And yeah, just overall a really, really cool figure. I never really understood why people hated this wave so much. And now we have Jacobani, which is probably one of my favorite figures of this wave and just from Funko in total. I just think this guy is really cool. I will admit though, they literally did just use Nightmare Bonnie's figure mold and just made him like orange and yellow and just a bunch of different colors. It's really the most noticeable in his legs. You can really tell they literally just use the exact same one, or exact same mold. I would pull out Nightmare Bonnie right now, but I don't really want to do that. But yeah, this guy is just super cool. They even added like all the little withering on his chest. It's kind of hard to see like on the camera, but if you have this guy in person, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, really, really cool. Sad to say, I probably will never get Jacko Chica, so I can't complete the duo because I'm not trying to spend $250 on a figure. So hopefully Jazzwares will make her someday. And honestly, I'd actually really like to see Jazzwares like tackle the Curse of Dreadbear characters. I feel like they would actually do really good with them. But yeah, Jacobani, a really, really cool figure. I don't know if my phone caught that, but Jacobani just decided to jump off my shelf. And also, it's going to be hard to show, but so I don't think, I mean, I can try, but yeah, that's impossible to show with one hand. But Jacobani does have a waist swivel, which is also super cool. And now we have Dreadbear, which I don't know, for me personally, it's kind of a mix between him or Jacobani for my favorite of this wave. Because, man, Dreadbear, this easily could have been in the top 5 Funko figures of all time if they just used the correct color. Because for some reason, they just used this completely wrong green color. It should have been a lot darker than this, but man, I can't complain because this mold is actually perfect. He just looks super, super cool. So it's a shame they messed up like something really simple like his coloring. And, there he goes as well. So yeah, as I was saying, before he decided to fall, he is super cool. They got all the stitching on his back, on his legs, all the withering, all the dirt washing on him. Just looks super cool. They even got the stitching on his hat and on his ear. Just overall an insanely great figure. They even put like the little spike nail things in the side of his mouth. Just really, really great figure. I really don't have much to complain about from this entire wave. Just such a great wave. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this wave, and if you are missing any of these figures, I really recommend you go buy them because This is just such a cool wave. I know I've said that so much, but I can't stress that enough. I really am a big fan of this wave. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time with the plush version of all these characters, besides that guy. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Comment, like, subscribe. Peace.